Okay, right there is the closed dryer vent between those two turbines, and that's an old school vent right there. Kind of, it's a birdhouse, no longer allowed. We should not have a satellite dish installed directly to the roof covering. Okay, moving on along. Our grounding rod's not properly buried. We do not have a sliding slip joint on the conduit going to the electric meter, and the electric meter should be sealed on 3 sides. But that's not why we're here. We're here for the condensing unit. Okay, this is the condensing unit electric service disconnect. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. We'll take a picture of that and I'll put the cover back on. Like the meter box, these boxes should be sealed on 3 sides. What we don't have, and it's pretty common in the early 80s by the way, what we don't have is an electric receptacle outlet on the wall so the service technician can run a vacuum pump or what. So that's what we have. Now, I don't know where I read it, but I thought this was a newer system. This system's about 5 years old. And I do know that I read that this had a heat pump system, and this is not, technically this is a condensing unit. This is a heat pump in only a cooling regard. That's the only heat it's going to pump. It's not going to pump any heat into the house. This does not have what is traditionally known as a heat pump system. This is not going to save you any money in the heating mode at all. So this is a condensing unit. And what we have here on our condensing unit is it's too close to the wall for air circulation. And our coils are dirty. Okay? And then our condensing unit is not supposed to be more than 2 degrees out of balance. So we got a cattywampus heat pump, condensing unit in here. So when the compressor is not running, the oil will not settle in a level position, and it's kind of hard on it on startup and can cause a premature failure of the system. This is a 5-year system. Looking underneath here, it's 3.5 tons. There's our data plate. It's 3.5 tons, and we're using a 35 amp breaker. Is that right? Am I reading that right? Let me just get down in here a little more. Maximum breaker. $35. We've got a 40 amp breaker in the electric service panel. What does that mean when we have a 40 amp breaker on a system that's rated for 35? Breakers trip on heat. So this unit will run in more critical conditions than it was designed, being crooked and running in more critical conditions than it was designed to. Okay, so it'll run for an extended period of time in conditions that the manufacturer decided were not safe for the condensing unit to operate in. So it's been over fused. The fuse is larger than specified. Okay, coming on along here, like I said, 3.5 ton system. 410A is the refrigerant medium used for these pipes. It's no longer manufactured in the United States. 410A is not. It's no longer legally imported in the United States. Yes, there is a stockpile of it. Yes, it is available. You want to make sure that you've got warranties on this. You want to make sure that you got replacement warranties on this. It's probably too late to go chasing down the extended warranty from the manufacturer. If you've got that, that would be a good thing to have too. You want to reach out to the seller. Good luck about reaching out to the seller and seeing if they had registered this within 60 days of installation so that the factory would approve the installation in relationship to the evaporator coils and in relationship to the heating mode. The heating movement, the heater. Alright, make sure all 3 of those are sized up right. Manufacturer give you an extended warranty. You want that warranty, you're probably not going to be able to find it. You're probably not going to be able to get it. The only type of warranty you're probably going to be able to get on this is, for better or worse, the good and the bad, is a home warranty. A home warranty company might be able to offer you some help. But knowing that this system is 5 years old, they're engineered on paper to last 20. It might last 35. It might die tomorrow. And you want to know what kind of warranty you have, because on average in this part of the country, Las Vegas is going to give you 14 years. It's already got 5 years on it. So, and the refrigerant is, they don't make certain parts. They make fan parts, but they're not going to make a compressor. Okay, they're not going to make the valves, the metering valves for this. There's lots of things they're not going to make for this, including the refrigerant. So you want to make sure you have a warranty in place to make sure that you're being taken care of. You just do. I can't stress that. It doesn't sound like I can stress it enough, does it? Okay. Got some holes in our walls. You think water can get in there? I do. I think water can jump right off in there. This is our low pressure refrigerant pipe. It's supposed to be insulated. It is insulated with the wrong materials. It's supposed to have a more robust material. It doesn't break up like this. Okay? We're supposed to have a different material. It's the wrong type of material. These are Schrader valve caps. Look that up in the dictionary, Schrader valve caps. You won't find it. These are our refrigerant piping service access valve caps. And those are supposed to be anti-theft. They're supposed to be anti-theft caps. And this is not a heat pump system. This is a conventional condensing unit. So I'll come back here later and I'll button that all up. Let's see. Oh, this is your water heater. This pipe should be sealed. It should not discharge higher from the ground than 6 inches.